Hello all, my name is Markus, and this is a video tutorial for using Camel Audio software synthesizer Alchemy to destroy drum loop with granular synthesis, distortion and comp filtering. This is the first video tutorial I have ever made. It was a lot harder than I first thought, but quite rewarding and a lot of fun. I hope you will also get something out of it. Okay, let's start with an empty patch. Select File and Clear. Now we have empty patch playing just so well. Start making your own patch by selecting source A from source selector. We are only going to need one source for this patch. You can add more layers later if you want to. Right-click the wave selector and choose Import Audio. Find the drum loop you want to use. I made one earlier for this tutorial. If auto preview is turned on, you can listen to the loop by clicking it. As we are going to use granular synthesis, make sure granular is the chosen import method at the top of the import window. Import the loop. Granular synthesis is based on breaking the original sample in a very small pieces called grains. Now let's experiment with the stretch knob a little. With the stretch parameter, you can change the playback speed without affecting the pitch. I am going to slow down the loop to 1/4 of its original speed by reducing the stretch value to 25%. Next, reduce grain size and density. Size determines how long each grain is in milliseconds, and density controls the number of potentially overlapping grains. Check the manual for more detailed explanations. I use very small values for dirtier sound and more broken feel. Use R-pan knob to make the loop sound wider in stereo field. R-pan randomly pans each grain. Now turn on the source filter module and click Filter button to view parameters. For the first filter slot, select MEC from the drop-down menu or use arrows next to the filter name. Turn on the first filter. This is actually a distortion effect, so Res controls the mix between clean and distorted signal, and cutoff controls the intensity of distortion. Experiment with different settings. I'm going to use quite heavy distortion in this example. Watch out overall volume levels when experimenting with distortion. Next, turn on filter 2 and choose Comp M as a filter type. I am using Comp filter to add a kind of glassy or more metallic vibe to sound. Again, experiment with cutoff and resonance controls. Now they work in more traditional way. I am using 220 Hz as a cutoff frequency and quite a lot resonance to make effects more obvious. Third source filter I use to cut off the low end a bit. I choose 2-pole high-pass FAT as filter type and about 200 Hz cutoff frequency. Right settings depends of source material and context the loop is going to be used. You can also leave out this filter if you feel so. Let's add one more filter to these pads. As we are out of the source filters for source A, let's use the first of the two main filters. Other reason to use main filter is the drive control, which is missing from the source filters. This filter is used to cut off extreme highs of the sound, but at the same time to boost frequencies around 4 to 5000 Hz to get even more metallic vibe to the sound. I am using default low-pass 2-pole B-quadratic filter type, cutoff between 4 and 5000 Hz, quite a lot resonance and a bit drive. Next step in this tutorial will be to add a little bit filter cutoff modulation to the comp filter. Right-click the cutoff knob and select Add Modulation, LFO and LFO1. Change LFO shape to round hold and try different rate values. I think half beat fits best for my loop. If the effect is too extreme, try reducing the modulation depth. I am using 50% setting here. Now our patch is almost ready, only effects are missing. Turn on the effect section at the bottom of the window. Choose Delay 1 as a first effect. Alchemy automatically turns it on. I use half beat value for rate for both delay lines and about 25% feedback also for both delay lines. I also reduced the mix value a bit. Final touch to our patch will be reverb. I choose acoustic reverb, raise room size and damp high frequency a bit, and reduce the mix value. Now our patch is ready. You can add more interest to it by adding modulation to controls used or by recording automations with your host of choice. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, at least I did a lot when making it. Thanks for watching and bye bye.